I'm here with Nate Diaz. 3 years off, we all missed you, and it looks like you really improved your game. Do you feel the same way going into that fight? It looked like you were putting yourself in some danger and always coming out on top.
Yeah, I think I got more experience just with time off to sit back and think, and then watch things go down. And all the training I've been doing in the off season, I could just tell how much farther past everybody I was. And then I could see in the fight the event that the levels above him in certain areas that I was at times.
You did a really long interview with Brett Okamoto, and in that interview you said after this fight it's going to be either Conor or Khabib. But tonight you mentioned Jorge Masvidal. You want to make that fight. What made you put Jorge on your radar?
Yeah, I didn't say definitely it was going to be them two. I'm just saying, yeah, maybe I did, huh? I don't remember, but I think before that, Jorge did his thing after that anyway, and he already was doing a good job anyway before that. And that's just another guy who's been in the game and should be shouted out, just like in the last 3 years, people should have shouted me out and recognized as the best fighter in the game. And that's what I think about. That's what I thought about Anthony also, you know what I'm saying? Anthony's been around and he's been doing his thing. And people who've been around and could still be in this and still be on top, just like I have, is just like, you got to recognize that and you got to spit it. And those are the fights I want to see if I'm watching, the realest and the best fighters, the best martial artists fighting each other, and not no phony ass shit with some guy who's been in the UFC for 2 years and had a couple good fights and is a champ. We'll see if they're still champs next year or the year after, or even around at all. Because I've been here before they got here, I'll be here after they got here, and that's what I thought about Pettis and Masvidal.
With the two Conor fights, neither of them were title fights, but they were both main events. Do you think that a fight with Masvidal should be a main event? I mean, if you look at the view counts,
It's a main event title fight for the baddest motherfucker in the game, title. So yeah, for sure. I ain't no co-main event fighter. They do that to degrade me or put me down in the pole. But I'm top fighter in this whole game, and if they ain't gonna say it, I am.
when you look at the different view counts for like embedded and all of the different things this week, they're through the roof. Do you think that they're done taking you for granted? They know now that, you know, that people always say, is this guy a needle mover? It seems like the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, they knew they did too. They just wanted to, you know. And I've been knew the whole time that I had those views. I've been watching it all 10 years ago. I already knew that I was pushing more views than anybody. And nobody wanted to hear that. They wanted to make me sound like a complainer, but that's why I have to step in and out of this to be like, look, you know what I'm saying? And the only way you can do it is to pop back up in here and whip an ass real quick and spit what you got to spit. Otherwise, they're not going to do it for you. And I laid the blueprint out for the whole game, and nobody watches, nobody listens. Bunch of sheep out here, and I ain't in to find sheep. I'm in to find the best of the best.
Come a little closer to me here. I saw you post the picture on Instagram, yourself and Nick. Is Nick here tonight? Did he end up coming, or is he watching on TV?
Yeah. No, he was in the crowd. He was in he had a ticket somewhere right there. I was looking for him, but I didn't find him.
You have a chance to talk to him?
I'm going to go meet him right now when I get out of here. But I'm sure he's got a lot of good constructive criticism for me. That's the best part about him in my life is he put things in perspective for me a lot, and I can't wait to hear it, even though it's going to piss me off tonight.
Do you have any constructive criticism for yourself? Is there anything you feel like you could have done better?
I could have just not been touched, so I don't have to get any criticism from my brother, even though he would have found it anyway. So yeah.
All right, Nate. Well, it's always a pleasure watching you do your thing. It was worth the wait. Over 1,000 days, and you made it worth our while. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.